Good morning, neighbors. I'm Julius Clark, your local Indianapolis Realtor, and this is The Pulse, where each day we come to just gather here and see all the new properties that are hitting the market. And we'll pick out about 5 properties at the end that might be good investments, just look into them a little bit further, and I'll give my feedback on these. Also wanted to know, I'm just curious, now that it's winter, it's darker outside, people need something to kind of like stay happy as they get through. I'm curious, what type of music do you listen to through the winter? Myself, it's typically pretty dark and grungy. I used to listen to a lot of Suicide Boys type stuff during the winter, but recently my music tastes have been changing, and now I'm actually listening to more country type music during the winter to give me that summer vibe. So I've currently been listening to Zach Bryan and Tyler Childers. If you've got any interesting music tastes that you've been on lately, I'd love to know. We're going to start off today with some weekly market trends. This is our new Monday groove. Starting out here with the median sales price, we can see that this is actually interesting. We're down 9.3% both from the last year and the last week, which is interesting. This might indicate that our sales have been dipping a little bit more this winter than in previous. Looking back here, let's see, first week of December, let's back into 2022. Where were we at? Oh, this is just going back to all this year. Okay, I get it. It's not giving us yearly data or anything, but I'd like to see how that trends over the years, how it compares to other years as well, but it does look like we are down, or were down last week. The closed sales last week, also down a lot from the previous week, and still down. Oh, that's odd. So the previous week had more closings than the previous year, which is quite interesting. But last week, we definitely had not as many closings going on. Let's see the median sold price per square foot. Okay, it's down, so houses are getting bigger again. Is that right? Yeah, it's not down much though. Percent of list price received. It's kind of how I expected it to be. We are a little bit lower than we have been. And I've been telling people, so what I do when I submit offers, I look at this, and it's about 2.5% under list price. So what I do is I offer about 5% under list price, expecting them to counter me at 2.5% off of list price. Just kind of how I've been negotiating those deals lately. The offer I sent in yesterday was actually full ask. We had some concessions. That's why. Buyer wants them to pay for closing costs. Percent closed above list. Not many at all. It's up. So more are happening that are going above list. I think this is because there's less inventory. That's what I could imagine from this as well. If there's less inventory, there's going to be more multiple offer situations. Not that every single house is going to be the multiple offer situation, but those banging houses that are only sitting on the market for 2 or 3 days, those ones are going above list price sometimes. Sold dollar volume. This is the total number of sales. That's down quite a lot. So a lot of cheaper homes transacting this winter because the amount of sales period wasn't down this much. But it was similar to this actually. But still, this would suggest that slightly more cheaper homes are transacting than more expensive homes this winter. New pending sales. So what kind of action had we seen? See, this feels a lot closer. It was actually up last week from than it was the previous year. We're down from last week, but really not that bad. Median days on market. Wow, look at this. It's almost a curve. That's wild looking. But the median days on market, it's usually less than 30 days here. That's kind of how that rolls. Active inventory, what have we been looking at? Got less active inventory, so going from here, I'd like to see new listings. So active inventory, we're down from last year 17%, 4.4%. New listings, so there's less new listings, so stuff is staying on the market longer. Okay, good to know. Percent distressed units, I don't know how they calculate this. Distressed listings are the percent of properties listed in some form of non-standard conditions. So I'm wondering if this is as-is listings. This is all about the same. Go to the unsolds. It's going down. That's good. That means stuff is transacting before it's getting expired or withdrawn from the market. That is good. From last year, though, it was 60, so this is still telling me that sellers' expectations are a little high. Anyway, that's all that we've got for the weekly trends today. If you want more of those, we do these every Monday. Last week, we looked at the monthly trends. Those come out at the beginning of the month.